How you doing, Counselor?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
You've been giving some great analysis throughout the trial. We really appreciate you, Professor. I have one question for you.
Mic check! Mic check! Mic check!
Was there an ambulance called?
Hey, Shorty, come get the good in the hood. We got the good in the hood if y'all want to be a part of it around the corner.
I think it only showed up. It showed up at the precinct at the last stop. That was the first time. The medic gets out. This was a testimony in court. The medic gets out, takes one look at Mr. Gray, and says, "What the fuck did you guys do there?"
Okay, so one of the officers, Officer Nero, was an EMT also.
He says he had some experience. I don't think he was EMT.
Was he ever asked, did FreddieGray look hurt? Because the thought on the street is that he was hurt before he went into the paddy wagon.
Of course, everybody could think that because you're looking at the video, right? So, I mean, I expect...
But he was dragged.
When I saw Miller with his knee in the guy's back and his arm...
But it seemed like the case focused more on the paddy wagon ride.
The only thing I can say, and I don't know this to be true, but the prosecutor needs people to come forward with credible evidence, testimony. So if people saw what they say they saw, if they came forward, I'd like to know about that personally. If they didn't come forward, then we have to do something to make sure that when you witness police crimes, or I witness police crimes, that we take the information to a good place. Now,
that's a big question, because many people have been down the street to Western District and have not had great experiences.
So you got to go down to Miss Mosby's office now. Miss Mosby has shown that she's willing to go outside of the police department.
What did we learn?
Well, I think the good news is that you learn that there's a local prosecutor who's willing to follow the evidence wherever it leads, and who's going to treat police officers the same way as they treat you and me.
Was it a rush case, the prosecution?
Not at all. Not at all. 13 days to do an investigation. In New York City, the New York prosecutors have 72 hours to get an indictment.
Has this case brought to the forefront the institutional racism that's obvious in Baltimore? I mean, this is the most segregated city in America. Its housing policies have been replicated around the country.
I think for people who understand our system, it has confirmed what we already knew. But for a large segments of the white community, they're learning. They're becoming educated. And that education has to continue.
With the
Last question.
With the Democratic National Convention going on as we speak, Baltimore being a 9-to-1 Democratic town, what does it mean for Baltimore City when this neighborhood has not changed in 50 years? How can people in this neighborhood, most of whom are Democrats, be excited about the Democratic National Convention?
You know, there has to be very clear commitments. It can't be just talk. Whoever's going to get the vote of a community has to be able to keep promises that are made during elections. And there has to be a record that the community can trust.
Do you know the last major investment in this neighborhood was up the street at Coppin by a Republican governor?
Listen, to me, labels mean nothing.
In Baltimore it does.
Well, I don't know, because Democrat, Republican, you still have to find a person who has the courage to do the right thing. And to me, the label doesn't guarantee one way or the other. Might be more likely if it was a Democrat, but there are certainly Republican people who want to do the right thing. Not that many, but there are some.
Any final thoughts?
I want to know who you are.
My name's Donnie Glover, BeMoreNews.com, the news before the news, where we uncover the truth.
I figured you were something like that, Mr.
Yes, sir.